Hi guys, it's Max here with dartsreviews.tv in association with dartsplanet.tv. We've got some unicorn Prodigy darts for you today. These are the shorter barrel, which I think is the style too. Really interesting. I'm used to a longer barrel, so throwing short barrels can sometimes be a little bit upsetting. But I love the look of these. That electric blue, really striking. And you got a couple of different grip zones, and just right for me. It's a bit of a push point. I love a push point. But what I think we'll do is we'll head on over to the table. We'll get them out so we can have a closer look. So we're over at the table and we've got the unicorn Prodigy darts. Quite a game inspired sort of design here. We've got pause game, play darts, username, everything like that. So it's very game oriented. Got the window there showing all three darts all set up in there. We've got a 95% tungsten, the gripper 4 shafts, and Ultrafly flights. 23 gram and then match weighted and guaranteed to 0.1 grams. Over on the back, tells us what's in the box. Got some safety information and everything down here, and obviously it keeps in keeping with the game, with like the controller and everything as well. Really nice looking box and quite vibrant and in keeping with today's market. So let's get the darts out and have a look. So the darts come in this like plasticky card inlay. It's got some EVA foam there holding onto the stems. We've got like a little bit of card there telling us we've got 23 gram, and rather than the standard point holder, it's got like this little plastic thing holding the points in, angling the darts out so they can all stay set up quite nicely. But it does everything it needs to, keeps everything nice and safe in the box and nothing gets damaged. So let's pull out one of the darts and we'll see what it looks like. Starting at the front, we've got quite a long standard silver point there. I think it's quite interesting. It's got these spiral grooves cut in, which go, I'd say, about half the length of the point. I'm actually sticking my nail in there and running it along so it traces it. There's like two of those cut around that, so that's going to add a lot of grip going into the board, which is quite unique. I've not seen any sort of like darts come out with that, so that's a really good point with that. Then we have this conical ball nose in this really vibrant blue. It really striking. Has almost like a brushed metal sort of look to it as well. Then we go into this grip section here, where we're starting off with a single tapered ring, almost like a shark ring, but it doesn't feel sharp at all. And then we've got a wide taper section here before going into two of those tapered rings. And that continues down to half of the barrel. Like I said, it doesn't feel too sharp, but you can definitely feel the edging on it. It's not quite a razor grip, but definitely has that sort of feel and a twin ring feel as well. Then we have the start of the taper at the back. In the smooth section, we've got the unicorn etched in logo. And then we go into a micro grip here at the back. Looking at it, it's like a sharp cut, a bit like these ones, but it's more uniformed going down. But again, it's not sharp to the feel. It's sort of like the actual tips often feel like they're almost rounded off. But definitely a nice push point with a bit of control because of that extra ringed grip there as well. Then we got a unicorn stem here in the clear and the Prodigy flights. Quite vibrant as well and very metallic. The dart itself looks quite short. We've got a nice push point. Balance is okay. Definitely not going to be for somebody who likes a long barrel to throw from the back. It's more for a standard sort of like mid to front gripper. But definitely a nice grip zone and push point. So depending on if you like a short barrel, this could be an absolute perfect dart for you. And I think it looked really striking as well. And it's quite unique with that point. Measurements on this 23 gram is 7.4 millimeters at the widest part and the barrel length is only 39mm. Going to be interesting to see how these fly. I do usually hold about here, so I'm literally right at the back of the barrel, so I'm definitely going to have to change my throw and grip a little bit further forward. But what I think we'll do is we'll head on over to the board and we'll have a throw, see how we get on. We're over in the dart room and we've got the Unicorn Prodigy darts. We've got the shorter ones here, like the second style. Going to be a little bit different to throw because they are really short. I'm so used to a longer barrel, but I'm going to be holding it right on that little push point where that taper is and that micro sort of ring grip. So hopefully I can get a decent control, but all the weight of the dart's pretty much going to be in the front of my throw. So I think definitely going to need these practice throws first. So we'll have a couple of throws and then go into our routine. So let's see how we get on. Where all the weight's at the front, it's definitely dipping in slightly. There we go. Nice steady tongue though. Getting a clean release, and it's helping having a little bit of a push point. Oh, bit of a wobble. All about the same sort of height. Not quite as straight as I would like though. Definitely taking a bit of getting used to, sort of like shifting the weight from where I would normally sort of like hold it. It's all pretty much at the front, so they are dipping in ever so slightly. The grip where I'm holding, not overly grippy, but it's helping with that push point. So I think we should be able to make a little bit of a correction on the fly and go straight into our 201 practice routine. So game on. There we go, a nice steady tongue. We snuck that one in over the top. We've got 101 to get. Or just on the inside of the double. We've left ourselves 16. There we go, in 2 darts. A little bit of double trouble, but we tied it up. More than happy to do that in 8 darts. It feels really nice. I was a little bit shocked that I'd done as well as I did because, like I said, a bit of a adjustment dealing with the weight change with it being slightly more forward than I'm used to. If you're a front gripper, you're going to be on that different grip. It's definitely a bit grippier, but having that push point really helped me out. So yeah, let's have a final thought. Well, a little bit unfortunate. I thought I could have done that in at least 7 darts. You know, a little bit of double trouble. But all in all, I was really shocked and surprised how well I'd done with these. I'm not used to a short dart. I like to have a little bit more give. And obviously being a shorter dart and holding where I was, most of the weight was all at the front of the barrel, so they did dip into the board a little bit more than I'm used to. The grip, however, where I was, I had those ring grip and a push point, so I'm going to give it a grip rating of 2. It wasn't overly grippy. My finger and thumb didn't slip into those grooves too much because it is quite narrow, but with the push point, I definitely got a lot of control with it. The weights that this come in is 23, 25 and 27. So on the higher end of the weight that most people are using, but I think that's really good because it opens it up not just to a lot of the pub players and everything, but especially with like women's darts and children and everything, this could be an ideal dart, especially if they want to have something that little bit heavier so they can get that little bit more of a lob or something like that. This could be an absolute ideal dart, and they do fly really well. Price point is £49.95. That's an awesome price considering it's a 95% tungsten dart. Yes, it's a short barrel, but it's slightly wider, so it's still using all of that tungsten to its own benefit. If you've got a set of these or looking to get the set, or you've got any questions or anything, head on down into the comment section and let us know. I will try and get back to you. I've been a little bit away from the computer lately dealing with other things, but hopefully I'll be back on there soon and I can answer your questions and help you make your mind up if you're a little bit unknown as well. Make sure you head on over to dartsreviews.tv and dartsplanet.tv. Lots of stuff on there, whether you've got 5 minutes or half an hour. And make sure you check out Superfans. This is a fantastic new thing Darts Planet is doing. Loads of giveaways on there for literally just joining, and loads of well, I would say coupons, but it's discount codes, so you could save some really big money, especially if you're looking at buying a new set of darts or a dartboard, something like that. You could save just by signing up just for a month, maybe 2 months. You're not tied in at all. You can join and cancel as and when you want to, so not breaking the bank or spending loads of money, especially all through the year. Make sure you tick subscribe and tick the notification bell. Got lots of stuff coming up in the future, and as always, come back, check us out again soon. Bye.